Welcome back. This is the 4th episode of this series. Kick back and enjoy. They have arrived to Zhang's fortress. Both Grandpa and Shanshan was surprised by the place. Zhang suggests that they have a good rest as tomorrow and every other day will be tough. Zhang was standing and admiring the view from the window. Shang just woken up saying that it's been so long since she slept well and not having to worry about attending morning classes. Zhang invites Shang to a tour of the fortress. While they were walking, Zhang explained to them about the structure of the fortress, and that the gate is remote-controlled and it's made of steel, that it's 3 centimeters thick and the zombies won't be able to break in. Zhang informs them that without his permission no one other than the 3 of them are allowed inside the base. Shang asked if there are survivors who managed to escape here. She asked would they just leave them outside. Zhang told her to come with him. He explains that in the apocalypse humans' nature is unpredictable and people's hearts will be magnified. Having a bleeding heart will only get them killed. Both of them were shocked upon seeing the fortress. Zhang explains to both of them that if he is not around and survivors come seeking help, this buffer zone can provide temporary shelter. And until he returns, under any circumstances they will not let anyone inside the fortress. He asks them if they understood. They both acknowledge him. Zhang told them he will show them the food storage next and will tell them which areas can they ration it. They walked inside of the food storage. Zhang then looked back at them and used his eyes mind skill to check them. They both were not hostile against Zhang. Zhang then uses his space ring to take out the weapons crate. Zhang told them that weapons are the most important thing in the apocalypse, and they must ensure their safety and never let anyone else get their hands on it. Grandpa agreed with Zhang. The system then gave Zhang a new task: to reunite with Meng and Shanshan, his former comrades. The task requirement is to find and rescue his former comrade Zhang Qi. The reward for completing this task is 20 points. Zhang was surprised. The system then marks the exact location of Zhang Qi, and he thinks to himself that this is great, and he was wondering how to find his old comrades. Zhang ran and told both of them to remember everything he told them and not to violate his rule no matter what. They asked him where is he going in such a rush. Zhang in his car told them that he will go recruit more people to build his team. The scene shifts to the karaoke bar. Zhang Qi is having a great time with his friends singing, and 2 of them will go to the restroom and buy some stuff on the way back. They were both walking outside and Zhang Qi accidentally bumped into a girl. Zhang apologized, but her boyfriend didn't took it lightly and kicked Zhang Qi in the stomach, sending him flying to the wall. His friend came to check up on Zhang Qi. His friend yelled at the guy, telling him what the hell is wrong with him and why did he hit him. The guy got annoyed and held Zhang's friend by the collar, telling him what is he trying to do here. Zhang then told the guy to let him go and it's his fault in the first place. Then one of the worker was sneezing in the corner. He then noticed the fight that was happening. The worker tries to intervene and break up the fight. The guy was not having any of it and grabs the worker's collar, telling him, do you know who I am? He adds that his boss wouldn't dare touch his clothes. The worker signals to both of them to leave while his attention is at the worker. The cocky guy asks the worker to call his boss and adds he will make sure he will shut this place down. The poor worker asks him to calm down. Then the 2 proceeds to run away. Back at their room they burst in running. His friend asks what happened, did a dog chase them, why they in such a rush. He explains to him what happened, that they bumped to a thug and he wanted to beat them up, but there was a worker nearby and diffused the whole situation. His friend got mad and told why didn't he fight back, their mechanical engineering buddies would have assisted them. He adds that he will give the department a call and they will definitely take them down. Zhang Qi then told him he is acting all tough. He adds that less than a year they will be graduating, so don't start any trouble and just keep the music going. Suddenly a guy kicks their door open. 5 guys and 1 girl came in their room. The 4 of them were shocked upon seeing them barging in. The guy then told his friends to grab them. Zhang and his friends were squatting and the 3 guys looking down on them, and the poor worker was beaten up badly. Zhang's friend yelled to the guy if he dares to let him call his friends. The guy asked him if he told him to talk. He grabbed a bottle and smashed it to his head. Zhang was shocked seeing his friend's head was bleeding. The scene shifts outside the karaoke bar where Zhang pulled up with his car. He was smiling and saying that no wonder he's a college student. The 2 worker welcomed him in and Zhang was thinking that the end of the world and closing in, and he still has the mood to sing in a place like this. Then we see back in the room Zhang is worried for his friend in the floor knocked. Then the guy wrapped his arms around the girl, asking her if she feels better now. She replies saying that what is there to feel better about, and it wasn't him who bumped into her. The guy then points with the bottle at Zhang, saying it was him. Suddenly the guy that was knocked out grabbed the ashtray and was about to smash it into the guy's head, but 2 of the guys holds him. The guy was surprised and annoyed, saying that he didn't expect him to have guts. The guy then breaks the bottle to his head again. again. Zhang was so shocked seeing his friend knocked out twice. Zhang snapped and rushed at the guy. One of Zhang's friend is curling up in the corner scared for his life while the guy is screaming to his friend to grab Zhang outside and beat him to death. The worker was slowly recovering while the guy and his buddies beating Zhang in the background. Snag threw a punch but the guy avoids it while telling his friend to get him. Suddenly the worker face was bleeding and looks like he is turning into a zombie, and he rushes at then screaming. He grabs one of the guy beating Zhang and bites his shoulder. The guy yelled in pain asking him if he's a dog and asking him to let go of him, and he asks his friend to take him off him. The girl is shocked witnessing all of it happening. Zhang's friend is freaking out screaming. The other guy tries to take him off his friend but he asks why is he so strong. The zombie turned back and bite the other guy's arm and he was shocked. Then the zombie was too strong, pushes the guy to the floor, continues to bite the guy's arm. The guy is shocked by the zombie's strength. Then an arm gripped the zombie's neck. It was Zhang held the zombie in its neck while lifting the zombie in the air with one arm. Zhang then slams the zombie to the TV screen, shattering it. Zhang turns around and points at them to stop. The guy that got his arm bitten by the zombie thinks that the zombie was so strong but Zhang pinned him using one arm. The idiot then yelled at Zhang telling him who the hell he is. Zhang ignores the idiot and asks Zhang Qi if he was bitten by the zombie. Zhang told him he wasn't bitten and asks him why. Zhang told Zhang to follow him. This idiot held Zhang's shoulders and told him they are not done yet. One of the idiot's lackey told the idiot that his head is spinning and is not feeling too good. The idiot asks if he got a cold or something. Zhang noticed this quietly. The lackey explains that he just had a runny nose this afternoon. Zhang then asks him if his shoulder was bitten by the guy. He confirmed it and said so what. Zhang thinks that by what he confirmed he was probably already infected and he bit him close to his head and he will likely mutate soon. Zhang drags the infected guy away while the idiot points at him saying what is he doing. Zhang throws the infected guy out of the room and slams the door shut. Zhang was thinking that the good thing is that the zombies haven't figured how to open doors yet. Zhang then turns his attention back to the idiots and asks Zhang which one of the idiots that he will beat the hell out of. Snag was confused asking if they were supposed to know each other. The idiot was annoyed and called Zhang too cocky and charges at him full force. Zhang grabbed this idiot's face with style and determination, slamming him down the ground, cracking it with the idiot's head. The other lackey charges at Zhang. Zhang punches the daylights out of the guy, sending him to the ground with only one punch, knocking him out cold. He's on the ground like a cockroach. His friend ran to check up on him asking him did he really get knocked out with only one punch. Zhang asks the idiots if they are not convinced yet and wants more trouble. Zhang told Zhang Kai to take his friends and wait for him in the private room. He agrees. Zhang and one of his friends guides their injured friend and walk out the room going to one of the private rooms. The idiot and his group said they are leaving too. Zhang told the idiots to hold it. The guy asks what is he doing. Zhang asks the idiot he doesn't even know his own name. After getting drunk he adds that he almost killed his brother in here. The guy asks what nonsense is he saying right now and he should get away from his way. Zhang pushes him, sending him to the ground. The idiot threatens Zhang that he will kill him. Zhang quickly shuts the door, leaving the idiot's brigade inside. The idiot started yell and bangs the door to let him out or else is going to skin Zhang alive. One of the idiot's friend turned into a zombie. He screamed viciously and sprinted towards the idiot. The two idiots told him to stop and what the hell is wrong with him. Zhang was standing behind the door listening to the commotion inside, holding the door. The server then asked Zhang what's going on and if he needs help. Zhang told the worker to lock the door completely and to not open the door, and they should call the police and the hospital that there's a patient with rabbit flu inside this room. The server was confused. Zhang yelled at him to do it. He agreed. They locked the door. Zhang told Zhang and his friends that they should go now. One of the workers is saying that the voice inside the room is too much. The other one asks what's going on and why is it so chaotic. The worker that locked the door told the other guy that Zhang said there is a guest with rabbit flu inside. The other guy was questioning the worker if there really was a rabbit flu. The guy asks him if he knows about it. The other guy said he heard about it and he told him they should check the surveillance to see what's going on inside. At the security office, three guys were terrified seeing three people eating two people, a guy and a girl, and they should report it to the police immediately. Meanwhile, outside the karaoke bar, Zhang Qi and his friends are walking out. Zhang told them to hurry up as this place is not safe anymore. They drove off. Zhang Qi thanked Zhang for helping them earlier and asks who is he. Zhang introduced himself and said that he was hired to protect him and he doesn't need to know who the employer is. The guy in the back seat asks about the rabbit flu he mentioned is real. He adds that the internet debunked it, saying it's not true. Zhang then asks him what he saw in the private room. Was it all an illusion then? The other guy asks if this is all happening, then is there any medicine to cure this? Zhang told them that it will only get worse from here on out and this world is already doomed. Then all of them notice the commotion outside, crying for help as the zombie is attacking them. Zhang explains that the current situation is just a localized outbreak and it won't be long till it spiral out of control. So if they want to survive they will have to follow his order carefully. They all agreed. The system notified him that the mission on former partner has been completed and the system rewards him 20 points. Jang then wants to know what new rewards in the store is. The store now has 3 new items. The first item is post-apocalyptic cultivator supply box level 1 for 2 points. The second item is sugar oil and protein supply box level 1 for 2 points. The third item is armed deterrent supply box level 1 for 2 points, and he can refresh the store for 2 points. He thinks that the apocalyptic cultivator box is still here. He was thinking to get it or to refresh the store manually instead. He adds that all the boxes seem useful, and they will reach the fortress soon and he will redeem them all. He thinks that there's still one problem with the other people in the car, if he can trust them or not. Jang remembers in the past that Zhang Qi's entire dorm was killed by zombies because one of his friends betrayed them, and only Zhang Qi barely managed to survive on his own. And Jang tries to remembers from the 3 of them who betrayed him. The scene shifts to the skank's house. She was on a phone call with someone asking how is everything on her end. She replied by asking if the supplies that he mentioned will be delivered, and it's too chaotic outside. She's scared to go out to the supermarket. The guy assured her that once he finish what he's doing he will deliver it. A sudden banging on the door was heard, scaring the bitch. The guy on the phone asks her what happened. She told him that someone is knocking on the door and she will hang up the call. She looks through the ring door to see who is it. Turns out it's the other skank. She told her that why does she have to knock so hard, she almost got her scared to death. Her friend told her about the old man Lu on the first floor was taken away this morning. She asks how was he taken away. She told her the police and the ambulance took him together. Then she realized that the chaos this morning was due to that incident. Her friend asks if Li Shuxiong has delivered the supplies he promised her. She told her he hasn't delivered it yet. Then she told her that no man is any good and she has to listen to her and call out protagonist. He has a large stockpile of supplies and he can make a fortune with it during the pandemic. She asks her how did she knows this. She told her that last time she was kicked out of our protas house she had a lackey eyeing Jang, and she found out that every few days there is a full load of trucks delivering supplies to his abandoned factory. Cui Jing was shocked, saying that he probably knew about the pandemic beforehand. Her friend advises her to call him as soon as possible, and she adds that if he makes money she should get him to give her a bigger cut. Thank you for watching till the end. Please subscribe and like the video and comment for the next part, and I will see you all in the next one.